Hello friends, Jason looking at gold again from Paradise, Palm Springs, California. Hiding today, it's way too hot. All the kids are in the pool and I might go out there, but I'm a little concerned about vaporizing on my way. So I'm going to hide in here and we're going to look at some charts instead. Daily time frame on gold, still very, very overbought on the daily time frame. We saw our peak, we saw our nice red day initiating consolidation. We saw another consolidation candlestick here, and we are slowly moving sideways on the sub time frames, and that's very good because our RSI is still overbought. We're at 76.25, and for continued upside movement, you need to see that RSI cool off, and we saw that happen over here when our RSI got to 75, cooled off. We saw a couple of red days, and then we continued that uptrend. So we need to see if the bulls are going to be able to do that for us. And one of the two things is going to happen. We're going to meander sideways and nice and slow, or we're going to drop down more. Either one of those options is going to allow us to have a cooling of the RSI on the daily time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, things get a little bit more interesting or not so interesting depending how you look at it, because we haven't been doing a heck of a lot. Here's our 1400 level. This is what a key level that we are watching to try and find that higher low on the 4-hour time frame that would allow us to continue this nice solid uptrend. And indeed, we did not get that. We saw a nice drop below 1400, not a lot of follow through. So that says that the bulls are still here and the bears are not able to just carry a lot of that momentum, or they're just being cautious. Either way, we did not see substantial follow through on the break of 1400. That's good. It allows that daily consolidation to happen on the daily time frame without losing a lot of real estate, but it opens up the question as to what is happening now. So if we are not in a 4-hour uptrend, what are we doing? Well, this is the place where we try to determine what is going on. So if we are no longer in a 4-hour uptrend, we are looking at a loss of trend. So here is our 4-hour level. Here's our lower low. Now the question is, do we set a lower high on the 4-hour time frame? So let's go look at our levels, what those are now. And this is what we need to see happen. We need to see the bulls come up, and if they're going to correct this, set a high over 1415 and then come set a nice higher low. So that would look like this, and then continue an uptrend. Right now, we don't have any evidence of that. All we've seen so far is that we've hit a lower low on the 4-hour time frame, and now we need to see what the bulls are going to do. Are we going to set a lower high? If we set a lower high, that would look something like this coming down. We would close under 1415, and then we come and either break 1398, or we set up a nice 4-hour equilibrium. Equilibriums, if you have been following this channel, you know we love those because they give you those clear levels and they give you that nice sideways consolidation. Lets those RSIs cool off of multiple time frames and gives you good opportunities with clear entries. And that's what we like to see. So 4 hours is sort of meandering, not really giving us a lot of clear signals right now. 1415 and 1398 are the key levels. Will we get lower highs or higher lows, or any of those combination of those words, which I often confuse? I hope you get the gist of that. So 4 hours is in a little bit of unknown right now. We're waiting to see what happens there. On the hourly time frame, things get interesting again. We can see that we've got our low. We hit area support at 1401, bounced up, set a lower high on the hourly time frame. So here's that nice hourly downtrend. We dip below 1400, and it looks like we're trying to correct this trend. So now we've got a high over top of this current. Let's take that level. Let's put it there. So this is that recent hourly high, 1407.33. Now we broke that high, so the hourly bulls are trying to correct this trend. What that would mean is we would need to see a pullback to set that higher high on the hourly, and then we need to get something over top of 1398. Now bulls can do this and continue that uptrend. That carries over into the 4-hour trend, and we start looking to see how these sub time frames influence the higher time frames. So for us to get that 4-hour higher high pattern back in, we need to see the bulls manage to set this higher high, a higher low, and then another higher high. And that's how this all sorts of plays together. So what's happening right now, it's really anyone's guess. We're wandering back and forth here, consolidating on that daily time frame. No clear signals for me. I got stopped out of that trade yesterday, and now I am just taking my small loss and waiting to see what more clear signals we are going to get on the daily time frame or even the 4-hour time frame for gold. Not a lot of clarity right now. It's a wait and see, stock the trade. Let's see if we can't get a little bit more clarity on the 4-hour time frame. That's it for today. Hope you're having a wonderful afternoon. And we'll have to see what the gold market gives us in the next 24 hours. Until then, have a good one.